Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, denizens of the interwebs. I am kcStranger. These are my four high-fidelity audio players, and this is the Crystal Tomb. As always, the Crystal Tomb is brought to you by XSplit Broadcaster and by Traktur Blonde. Or I still butchered it, but I'm gonna keep trying. Maybe one day I'll randomly get it right. Last time we did have one brief scene in the house of the Jinn Essel here. Kane learning a little bit from the Genasi who was sort of keeping tabs on some of Essel here's favorites, question mark, and who originally learned that Kane had a daughter. Um, so, uh, yeah, Kane learned a few things from him, including the rough location of a Genasi settlement in the larger country of Einangru. Um, so, yeah, skip ahead to the next morning. The party sort of gathered their things up and took off. Tavrith completed his shortcut through the elemental plane of air, and they arrived relatively close to their destination at what turned out to be the ruined city of Telliuskar. He identified, through plot contrivance perhaps, but I'm just going to roll with it. He identified a likely spot for them to investigate, settled down on a sort of basically a building that was erected sheerly for the purpose of excavating the land beneath. They landed on a balcony, past a few dragonborn skeletons, a door that helpfully had the entrance side and the exit side labeled for clear passage, and made their way into the room that I am currently displaying. Once there, Quizmiligus identified a number of points of magic throughout the room, including this large warded area. They poked and prodded carefully, trying to make their way around whatever trap was there, until Kane walked in and sprung it. Side note, the spiders were a good idea. Reason it didn't work is minimum intelligence score to trigger the trap. Wouldn't want just any random animal triggering it.
So what you're saying is Kane was too smart.
Yes, that is actually what I am saying.
Nice.
So then a bunch of undead rose up from the ground. Things happened. Colleen is currently knocked out. Yeah, we're having some excitement. And actually, we're going to pick up with this Death Knight's turn, who is afraid of Tavrith, which let me quickly refresh myself on what the Frightened status does. Okay, disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls, and can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear. Got it. So let me see, and it's kind of stuck in his range. So let's see, maybe he can do this. Can he do this? Yes, I believe he can. All right. So, let me measure this out. All right, everyone who is not Quizmiligus is going to have to make a Constitution saving throw. The Death Knight is going to sort of bring back his hands and do a little spell cast. This is going to be Destructive Wave.
And does this affect my unconscious body? Are we killing me?
Yeah, you're going to get an auto fail on your death save.
Doesn't it damage me? Like,
No.
No, it's just like if you take damage while you're down, it's just you mark a failure.
Okay.
So, oh, and let me go ahead and make Tavrith's con save. That's going to be... Yeah, so Tavrith succeeds. Oh, and I guess I'll make one for Fallon as well. And Gmork. So actually, it's just Kane. I'm controlling everything but Kane in this situation.
Wait.
Hmm?
Never mind.
Alright, so there's Gmork, there's Fallon. And, oh, 2 failures. That's unfortunate. Kane, can I get con save?
Yeah, sorry about that. Can you resend the party join thing
Can I
for
resend the
Spotify?
what?
Party join thing for Spotify?
Yeah.
Because I can't join it. It says not to take it. Hey, look at that.
Okay, that is a success. However, we're going to have this much Thunder and this much Necrotic. So,
To who?
to Fallon and Gmork.
So I'm fine.
Correct. You actually, I believe, take nothing. Yeah, you take nothing.
I'll go with that. Oh,
Alright.
Fallon, for your reference, you're taking about 40 damage.
Yeah, so 39 damage. That's going to put Gmork to 13 hit points. And Fallon to 10. And you're both prone. All right. And then I don't believe the Death Knight has many other great options, so it will simply attempt to save against the fear effect it is under. Oh, it succeeds, so it is no longer afraid of Tovrith. All right. Now we come to this guy who will just go after the prone Gmork, I guess. $10, I believe, is not going to hit. So, yeah, I guess it will just move up here to threaten Quizmiligus. And that'll be it for him. And that brings us to Tovrith. Oh, and actually, you know what? Tovrith will go ahead and use another... actually, at the end of both of those turns, I forgot to do it, but I will just make 2 tail attacks against this Death Knight with his legendary actions. So here's number 1. That will be a hit. Death Knight might actually parry that. Yeah, Death Knight is going to use a parry ability to actually make that into a block. Here's attack number 2. That one will hit, though. And it's going to be 2d8 plus 10. Alright, gets reduced to 11. And we're to Tovrith's turn. So, I guess he probably shouldn't use his breath weapon again. Or actually, does he even...
Please, God, no.
Does he even get it back? Does not even get it back, so it doesn't have the option.
Cool.
So instead, I guess he'll simply... Actually, you know what? let me see here. Okay, so here is what Tavrith is going to do. He's first going to use 10 feet of his movement to sort of shuffle sideways a little bit. Let me see here, and does this work? Yep, okay, it works. All right, and then he is going to use a claw attack to actually, so I mentioned before there was some like precariously hanging rigging sort of over here where the shadow is. What he's actually going to do is reach out with one of his claws as he sort of moves away from under it and slash at that. Okay, hits it, slices through the cable, and the rigging does in fact fall on this hapless Death Knight who is under it. So let me go ahead and represent that. All right. And the Death Knight is going to take some damage. Nobody else is in the affected area. As all of this metal comes crashing down on it. So what? I guess that does get reduced by oh, actually, no, wait a minute. No, I keep forgetting. These things don't have resistance. So actually, this one should have taken another 11. And yeah, that Death Knight is going to take 55 damage as the rigging comes crashing down on it.
Nice. Covered for the win.
All right, and then Tavrith still has 2 more attacks. So now that that's done, he's going to use the rest of his movement to actually come up here and threaten both of these Death Knights. This one here, the one that just took its turn, is the more injured of the two. So he's going to choose to go after that. So here is his bite attack. That'll hit for 19 piercing. And his second claw attack. That'll also hit for 14 damage. This Death Knight is starting to look worse for wear. You see sort of shards of metal starting to peel back from his armor where Tavrith has slashed him. Sort of a bit of black smoke leaking from beneath that. Anyways, that is his turn. And that brings us, all the mobs are going together. So that brings us to this guy, who... yeah, I guess he'll just go after Gmork too.
Start trying to kill our dog.
Okay, and that also fails. Alright, let me see. What can he actually do? So he's still under the fear effect. I guess he'll just come up next to this guy and also threaten Quiz and save against... Oh, wait a minute. He has immunity against being frightened. I missed that. Well, I'm just going to remove that now. Oh, well. All right. Oh, and so do the Death Knights. Whoops. I guess I've been forgetting to roll the attacks with disadvantage, so it evens out. Okay, well, that was his turn, so it's now Kane.
I can do things?
Yep.
I'm so excited. Kalena's unconscious.
Kalena's unconscious.
Man. I could just stab it. Or I could... Wait, wait, where are potions at? Didn't I have potions?
Probably. Unless you used them all.
I don't think I ever used a potion. Oh, there's one. Okay. Should probably save Colleen from dying. And also she can do cool stuff.
Also, I will note this Death Knight next to you used its reaction to parry Tavrith, so it has no reaction at present.
Oh, cool. Is it an action to feed a potion to somebody?
Yeah, to force feed a potion is a full action.
Colleen almost getting knocked unconscious and shit.
I'm a wizard.
Why the fuck you over here? Whatever, alright. We'll go give Colleen a potion. I think it's just a regular potion. If not, it's my bad if I'm not labeling it correctly. Just a potion of healing. I would just be like... It just... I don't know. Feed the potion to Colleen. And be like... But like in the most dejected, like... I hate that I have to do this kind of face.
Okay, somebody roll 2d4 plus 2.
I can't Colleen.
I can. But
Either
he's
Colleen or Kane.
to me. Yeah.
Oh, just the way Casey said that, I was like,
Oh, yeah, sorry.
just anybody? I can do it.
Yeah, okay, so Colleen, you get 7. You were at 7.
Hooray.
Just hit it clean.
You
Alright.
can remove that failed death save.
It's like, stay awake this time, Colleen.
I'm sorry, I must have blacked out there for a second.
Yeah, he just kind of fell over when the explosion occurred. Like, come on.
Seems to happen a fair amount.
Shit, son. I can't do anything else now. I just kind of point Death Knights, like, say to Colleen, do cool shit.
So, like,
Bullshit
that's
incoming.
it? No other movement? No...
I mean, I feel like I should probably stand between her and any further death.
Okay. So you're
Say, I
done?
only got one more of these potions, so... And I want to save it for myself. So,
Okay. That will bring us to Gamork. So Fallon, the obvious action for Gamork is to stand up. He's actually next to 2 enemies right now, so he can use the Storm of Fangs and Claws.
He does.
Okay. So half his movement to stand up.
I can't join the listening party.
Let me see. So the previous attack was not as effective because it wasn't magical, so we can use the poison bite is probably the best option. If you want to use a charge of your poison strikes, if you'd rather hold on to it.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I was muted. Yes.
Okay. All right. So we'll go and expend a charge of that, and we'll do left first, then right. Attack against the left one hits, and attack against the right one hits. So let's go ahead and roll some damage. Unfortunately, they do have that ever-present poison immunity, but it's still going to be the full 15 piercing damage on the left and 13 piercing damage on the right. And yeah, the right one goes down as a result of that. So,
Haha.
all right. And I think Gamork is in a pretty good spot. Like, I probably wouldn't move him.
Okay.
So, anything else then?
No, sounds fine to me.
Okay. That brings us to quiz.
Excellent. About time. First things first, besides me being the realist. Oh, wrong button. Misty Step, 30 feet.
All right. Checks out.
Next, I summon the power of the Fae, and I am going to Autumn's Claw, targeting the homeboy in front of the good puppy.
All right.
That's a 29 to hit.
Well, that's definitely going to hit.
Okay.
So let
now
me
it
bring up my rules for this again, just so that I remember.
now I get a bounce within 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go down to the Death Knight, right on the ass end of this beautiful dragon here.
All right.
Come on. Roll good. 19?
Unfortunately, that misses.
Jesus. Okay. All right. I am a level 13 character.
Mm-hmm.
So let me scroll. That means I roll 11d6.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, it's getting really dark in my room. It's hard to see my keyboard.
Oh yeah, no worries.
And then what do I do for the type of damage? Sorry.
It's a D6. And that determines the type, actually, which could matter.
1.
1 is fire, and luckily for you, it only has fire resistance and not fire immunity. Pop.
Cool. 50 damage. Man, that would have felt good
To bounce it, yeah.
Yeah. So then I can move 25 feet.
I believe.
Speed 25. Sorry, brushing the dust off. I didn't get a turn last
It's been a
game.
while since we fought.
It's been a while since I
didn't
got
either.
to move. All right. 25 feet. No, I don't want to be there. Paying attention. Hold on, where was
You
I?
don't want to be under the shadow of the similar thing that just dealt crazy damage.
Nope. I think that's 25.
It is.
Perfect. And that is Quiz's turn.
All right. We are now to Colleen. Oh, and actually, you know what? This is a good point to insert one of Tavrith's patented... actually, wait a minute. Can Tavrith use that in this situation?
I forgot that I had myself muted.
Oh, no. He's going to go ahead. Tavrith is going to go ahead and make one of his tail attacks at this point, continuing to hammer on that same Death Knight. So... yeah, that's going to hit. So... whoops. Ah! Alright, there we go. 14 damage, and it is now Colleen's turn.
So the one that's on the right looks pretty beat up, and
Yeah,
the one that's on the left is okay.
Yeah, this one's the more beat up. This one is more together.
Can I make like a check to see like how beat up?
Yeah,
might be?
sure. Medicine check.
Okay. Clicked you. Go. 21.
Oh, all right, not bad. So, on a 21, this one has roughly 30 HP, and this one has roughly 110 to 120 HP. I'll just go ahead and fourth wall break a little bit for a over 20.
Okay. Let's see. Because that will do more than what is necessary. And this one... Alright. I'm gonna hit the healthy one.
Interesting.
Disintegrate spell.
Oh, shit. Okay. It's a dex save, if I remember correctly.
didn't automatically fill the card when I brought it in from the
Okay.
thing.
Got it, yeah. A creature targeted by the spell must make a dexterity saving throw. Alright, so this is for all the marbles.
All the marbles.
And it does, in fact, have magic resistance, so it makes this with advantage. Alright, so here we go. Oh, well.
Well.
That's
Yeah, that'll do it.
unfortunate.
Yeah,
So, yep.
such is my life.
You hold out your new staff. That murky green energy builds around it, lances out in a spear of force, and Death Knight does this.
And then scurry away.
I said do something cool.
Hey, it was gonna be cool.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
Just,
I have a regular healing potion I would like to drink.
Okay. 2d4 plus 2.
Wait, why'd you come towards me? Damn it.
I'll take it.
All right. That will bring us to this Death Knight, who, you know what? Oh, actually, you know what? Tavrith, tail attack at this point. That'll hit. For minimum damage. That guy's still pretty beat up, though. All right. So this Death Knight is gonna recognize the situation that he's in against this dragon, and he is gonna go for it. So this is going to be banishment targeting Tavrith. Or actually, wait a minute. No. He remembers that ancient dragons have legendary resistance and decides not to do that.
That seems generous.
He's CR 17. He's been around the block. Yeah, so probably just another destructive wave, actually. Let me see here.
I'm far away, right? Far away, right? I'm far away, right?
Actually, yeah, a lot of you are pretty far away. So what he's going to do is he's going to move first. So he's going to dance around the dragon. To there? Yeah, to there. Boop. And he's going to destructive wave. So that is going to be...
I would like to counterspell.
All right.
Oh, yeah, shit, I forgot I have counterspell. Good call.
God damn it. What?
Yeah, he starts to cast the same spell that the other one cast. Colleen, back on her feet, thanks to Kane. Oh, wait, it is 5th level. So I'm going to need whatever the check is to see if the counterspell works.
Okay, so 10 plus the spell's level.
I believe so. I'm double checking.
It's just checks are it's an intelligence check. It's your wizard. Just roll a d20. Plus your intelligence. Gotta beat a 15.
Yeah, it's ability check with your spellcasting ability, DC 15.
Womp.
Well, Quizmilligus, do you want to try?
Yes, I will use my reaction to counterspell.
All right.
I was about to be like, that's what I'm talking about, Colleen.
You see Colleen counterspell, and you're like, oh, I have counterspell. And then you see it fail, and you're like, I should use that.
So this is rolling charisma?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Although, wait a minute. Colleen, did you roll straight intelligence?
Yeah.
Because you have proficiency.
I just clicked on my intelligence thing.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
you don't add your proficiency to it. It's just a ability check. It's the spell cast.
Oh, you're right. It is. You're right. Thank you. That being said, Quizmilligus just crit. So I was just trying to see if you get to hold on to your spell slot. But yeah. So, you know, Colleen, you're a little groggy because you just got up from dying. But you inspire Quiz and you stop the destructive wave. The Death Knight sort of pauses as the energy sort of drains away from his fingertips. Quiz, you see his head swivel to look at you. Perhaps a slightly brighter red glowing beneath that helmet. But yeah, I think, yeah, I can't really do anything else. So,
Except we both burned our react. No.
I mean, what is going to happen, though, is Tavrith is going to use his last legendary action to keep tail thumping this thing.
Tail thumping.
It's a little-known follow-up by Chumbawamba. All right, so that would hit, but he will... So this is the top one. He's going to use his reaction to block it. And that will bring us to Fallon.
I thought the top one had already used its reaction to hit Kane.
Wait a minute.
Or there was a point in time when you... During
I
this
don't think
turn,
that one has moved yet.
Yeah, this one has not gone yet.
Oh, wait a minute. This is the one that... I assumed it had had its turn by now, but I think you're right that it hasn't. So actually, it
No,
can't
it
do
has not.
that.
It has 19
Get out of
initiative.
here.
So...
Yeah, KC.
All right, 2d8 plus 10.
Good catch. Catch.
Good job. Good job.
Oh! Oh, and that was Exaxes right there is what that was. Death Knight down.
All right, this is feeling more manageable.
Tail whip. Tail whip. It was big.
Tavrith used Tail Whip. It somehow dealt massive damage. Wait a minute. All right. Yeah. This version of Pokemon has even more bugs than the original. Okay, so Fallon, it's your turn. We're down to one Death Knight, which is currently 15 feet away from you and being threatened by Tavrith. You're currently prone. Shall I stand you up? I'm going to go ahead and stand Fallon up. All right, and let's see. What can...
He's not muted.
Yeah, let me just see.
Well,
Oh, he's gone.
What can Fallon do in this situation?
He's back.
Hello?
Oh, hello.
Hello?
I could hear you guys. Yeah, so I will use a crossbow attack with one of those +2 bolts after you.
All right, let me mark off a +2 bolt. And yeah, this thing is set up for +1, so I just add 1 to everything. That will indeed hit. And it's going to be 13 piercing damage. All right, and then maybe I'll use the rest of your movement to sort of spread you out a bit.
Is Gamork near that guy?
He's within range. Oh, not within range to attack it.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah. So I'm thinking I'll just like back you off a bit to spread everybody out against AoE.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Awesome,
Yeah,
tidy.
spread everyone out against AO.
All right. So that should be it for Fallon. And that's going to bring us to Tavrith. All right. So does Tavrith get his breath weapon back? No. However, no matter, he can just attack things. So here's a bite, hit. Here's a claw attack. Parry on that one. And here's another claw attack, hit. So in total, this is going to be 47 damage from Tavrith's attacks. Puts him to there. And That's probably fine. So, that'll bring us to Kane.
I can do a thing again?
Mm-hmm.
No way. I can do 2 things. Last time I did nothing. Okay.
Oh,
But I'm
also
gonna-
on Tavrith's turn, or actually, you know what? Tavrith is actually, sorry, just a sec.
If he attacks and kills, I'm gonna be very mad. No, don't move, Tavrith. Don't you move, Tavrith.
He's going to move down to here, and he's going to advise you to get a little bit of distance from him. He's got something he wants to do.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna ignore his advice completely.
Okay.
Let's go. I'm gonna do like this. Bam.
All right.
5 feet. I'm making an attack with my rapier.
Mm-hmm.
Am I flanking?
Well, I don't play with flanking rules, but you are going to get sneak attack because of Tavrith.
Heck yeah. Bam.
Hits.
Booyah. Look at that, 8 damage. And then for my sneak attack.
Look at that base damage.
Look at it, guys. It's like great. 76 sneak attack damage.
7.
Here we go. Yeah,
Oh.
level 13.
Yeah, okay. I got confused for a moment, but yep, that is 35 total damage. Not bad, not bad.
Now I'm going to stab him with dagger.
Oh, that's right. You can multi-attack.
Yeah. Well, by bonus action.
Dagger, dagger, dagger.
Little twirl. Not quite dagger attack. It had the multi-classes. It has multi-attack for that.
Wait, you get sneak attack on both of these?
No.
No.
Oh, yeah, it's only 1 per turn. Okay. Sorry. It's been too long since our last combat for me, too. Okay. Yep, hits.
Hello.
Hello.
Great. Hello.
Sorry.
This massive dagger damage. Oh, that's pretty massive dagger damage, actually.
Yeah. All right, yeah, and actually with that dagger, you actually cleave away a portion of his breastplate and sink into the gooey undead flesh beneath.
My knife's all gooey now. And then I'm gonna just do like this for my next 35 feet I have left now.
You use 7.
So my next 30 feet.
Sure.
Boop.
All right, neat. So what Tavrith is going to do at the end of your turn is he's going to stretch out his wings and beat them down. You feel the force of the wind coming off of it, though it's not damaging at your distance. At the Death Knight's distance, however, he is going to have to try to make a dex save.
Yo, that's a Pokemon move too. What's it called?
Wing
Wing
attack.
Yes, thank
Or
you.
gust.
Wing attack.
Gust might be better.
Using gust.
Whirlwind.
Tavrith, use gust.
All right, so that's going to deal 12 damage. I rolled minimum
Yes.
damage again. And
Stop it.
it is going to knock.
Do that when you're hitting us.
It is going to knock the Death Knight prone. And with that, it is Gamork's turn. So Fallon, Gamork can rush in and try to finish this off.
I never get the last hit.
Yes.
All right.
Gamorka goes in and poison tackle, or whatever.
Um,
I never get
you
the
know,
last hit.
since you're not here and I happen to know things, well, actually, wait a minute. Okay.
Do I
Yeah,
know things,
Yeah, sure.
Wonders?
Never mind. Okay, so, yep, here's Yield Poison Swipe. That, unfortunately, was a poor roll.
Alright. 12 and 11.
Yeah, so advantage or no advantage, it does, unfortunately, miss. I don't think Mort can actually do anything else. Oh, whoops. All right, well, then...
Gamork.
What happened?
I accidentally
He
clicked on
clicked
animal
animal
handling for Gamork.
He's trying to.
He's trying to get a
Gamork saying to the.
trying to get a hold
He's
of
telling
himself
himself to
after
get
that
it
attack.
together.
Yeah.
Get it together.
Well, he rolled a 3, so.
Is it my turn?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's
Excellent.
Kane's turn.
Very excited. I know this is a disadvantage, but I'm gonna cast Ye Old Faithful Eldritch Blast at it for
All right.
24.
Oh,
Well, advantage or no, disadvantage or no, you hit. And you actually
No.
watch as your Lance of Force not just goes through it, but like sort of a split second later, there's almost a small concussive blast as dark energy rushes out of it. Its armor crumples in on itself, and we
Lord of the
are
Rings.
out of combat. Yeah, pretty much.
How close was I to killing it?
Well, after Tovrith's attack, so it was at 13 after you attacked
Oh
it,
yeah, Taurus.
and after Tovrith's, it had 1. It was at
Okay,
1.
so I couldn't have killed it then. Never mind. I forgot Taurus hit it.
Yeah, not unless you
Quiz's
got lucky.
hand is smoking with the remnants of Eldritch Blast and looks up at Clean and goes,
Did you do finger guns? I'm picturing finger guns.
"It was an open hand, but sure."
Ah, you gotta do finger guns, man. Pew pew. And then you go. No one can see me, can they?
So my detect magic is
No.
still happening.
Uh,
Is there any magic left in the room besides us?
yeah, so it is still running. And you can see the lingering magic of the ward, but you get the strong sense that there's no more secrets hidden there. It's already, triggered what it was going to trigger. That being said, give me perception.
Ah, shoot. Okay.
Aren't you a perceptive boy?
No, I had my character sheet closed.
Okay. You fancy that you still... Well, actually, wait a minute. It's 30 feet. Yeah, okay. Sort of at the edge of your vision, you think you still detect small bits of necromantic energy. At the surface, it's just the faintest sort of discoloration of the ground.
Gonna walk towards Tavrith. Does anything change?
No, you're sensing it more leaching from the ground.
Well, how does everyone feel? Should we take a break here or press on?
Yes,
Break.
about that. The dragon says, I think I might know the ward on this place, and I don't think that's the last of them.
So you're saying we should press forward?
Well, before that, and he sort of reaches back behind the same area on his back where basically he stored a bit of a pack of supplies to bring along with him. He sort of reaches a claw back
Papadabras.
there.
Peter's Papadabras.
And he says, I was hoping not to have to use this the very first day after arriving here, but he looks around. I think time is going to be of the essence. More undead will come. I should remain here and hold them back. You all should press on. But, and he pulls out sort of a small pouch that you hear glass sort of clinking inside, and he hands it down to you, Quizmiligus. You all should take these before you go on.
I
You're
open
Quizmiligus,
the
right?
pouch.
All right, inside are 5 flasks that totally are not a plot contrivance, because this was a rougher encounter than I even realized. I guess I should have realized it was pretty rough on you guys, if not on an ancient dragon.
So how many flasks did you say are in there?
5. There's 1 for each of you. And the effect of the potion inside it is basically a long rest in a bottle.
Hey.
Hey,
I pass them out.
thanks, Quiz boy.
I don't give one to Kane. Just kidding.
Oh, well, I steal one from here.
So
Well,
All right, so
Quiz
Fallon,
pops.
I'll go ahead and handle your character sheet. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Quiz pops one open and says, "To the long road ahead," and guzzles it down.
But you gave one to Kane, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
was
Fallon
bad.
says, "Can y'all hear me?"
Yeah.
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 Fallon says, looks at Quiz and says, "I suppose this juice is fine then."
No, we can drink this juice. He's not a beholder named Barty. We can drink this.
Oh my god.
Oh no, that was so great. I can't still can see anyone. What's going on? Whatever.
So long rest in a bottle. I get Autumn's claws.
Correct.
But
Can I just hold on to mine? I didn't really use anything in that fight.
Uh,
Like,
I guess that's true. Didn't you take a ton of damage though?
I mean, I'm half health.
Hmm.
If you really
You
want
don't
me to
use it.
use it, I can
Casey's
use
gonna
it.
kill you in the next encounter.
I'm just like,
Yeah.
I could get by. But if you want me to use it, I use it.
Yeah, if you don't mind just using it, I'm kind of giving you guys I'm sort of just
All right,
throwing
cool.
you a little bone here, just because I
Bone
don't want to
here.
screw
I
you
should-
over.
A
I
freaking
should
bone
stay
here.
if we go to the wind then.
Sorry, what were you saying, Fallon?
Throw me a friggin' bone here. Sorry.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, I'm just trying to, like, before you guys go into something massive, I don't, like, want to, like, I don't want to start you out already beat up going into this next bit, so.
Understandable. He wants us to be full HP and everything. Oh, I get my exhaustion's gone.
Yes, correct.
Cool beats.
Actually, it should have already been gone, because you rested an extra day.
Did we?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I'll get to take it off.
I say in Draconic to Tovrith, "Will you be okay?"
Says,
Wait,
I'll be fine. I don't think they'll all be as strong as this first wave. And he says, if you think about it, sending gradually escalating enemies against a party doesn't really make a lot of sense.
Fair.
Casey's commentary on Dungeon. Level design.
Well, Fallon, this is your quest. Should we move along?
Yeah, Fallon leaped away.
Haven't seen the seals yet. Let's go.
God damn it.
All right. So I presume you're all... And Quiz, you still have your Detect Magic running, so I will say, as you proceed beyond this area, you're not sensing any sort of magical wards or traps as you proceed onwards through these stairs that are leading down.
Just so we don't have to have the conversation,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just casually going to update them if I do see something.
Okay. Sounds good. So, I mean, of course, there could still be mundane traps, but anything magical you will be... And actually, you can cast that at will.
No. Well, now I can because I just took a long rest.
Oh, I see. It's like a one-time use thing.
Yeah, what's it called? Eldritch Sight. You can
Okay.
cast Detect Magic. Oh, no, it just says you can cast Detect Magic at will without expending a spell slot.
Okay. I mean, so, like... Because feasibly, while you're in a dungeon like this, you could just have it going the whole
Is that
time.
right?
I mean, let me double check, but I think it's right.
At will, just keep it going.
I know, but I kind of wrote that note in there myself. So
Eldritch-
sometimes I
That sounds familiar.
Yep, you can cast Detect Magic at will without expending a spell slot.
Hell yeah. Yeah, no, that's just going.
Okay.
I'm just on high alert.
Makes sense. Okay, I might just... let me see here. Yeah, I'll figure out the radius thing on the... I'll just handle it casually. If I think I need the radius, I'll throw that back up. All right, cool. So the obvious way out of the room is down this convenient set of stairs at the bottom left. Can I presume that's where you're all going?
Yes, Master Case.
All right. So, you all head down those stairs, and it quickly leads to a large, basically like an elevator shaft that descends down a distance that's kind of hard to tell. There is a sturdy enough looking rope and a simple metal platform that is big enough to fit you all, not much bigger than that. Maybe just a bit under, like, uh, it's somewhere between 5 and 10 foot square. And it,
Tavris with this, right?
hmm?
Is Tavris with this?
No,
No.
Tavrith stayed behind because basically, if you try to get back out this way, you've basically triggered a ward that is going to continuously spawn undead. And so his concern
Oh.
is that if he doesn't sort of call them as they come up, then they might build up into
Well,
a
that
giant
horrible
horde
deaths.
and be kind of a problem while you're on your way out. I may or may not have come up with something so as not to give you an overpowered ancient golden dragon for this entire dungeon. So, yeah, but you're all, I mean, basically it's just a small access room is basically what you're looking at with this excavation shaft that leads downwards.
Quiz looks at Fallon. After you.
The small excavation shaft.
Mhm.
Um,
Do you want to go into the
uh,
shaft,
I
Fallon?
found,
Do you want to get shafted?
yes. No, I'm gonna do the
Into the
shafting.
shaft.
All right.
I do the shafting.
Quiz shafts after Fallon, but not before Gamor.
All right. So you all sort of gingerly make your way onto the platform. It sort of creaks and rocks a bit as you step on, but as you slowly test your weight on it, it seems like it'll hold up. And yeah, you lower yourselves down. It feels like kind of a long trip down, although considering the pace at which you're going down, maybe you're going 100 feet down, something like that. At any rate. All right, and I just transitioned the map. We'll go ahead and start
Historic.
this here dungeon. We won't get too far, I don't think, with Fallon
Ooh,
not
it's
able to see what's going on. However, may as well introduce what's going on here. So, you all descend and finally land on this floor in sort of a crossway, it looks like. To one side, you can see what looks like a reasonably well-appointed room for the most part, although... Oh, and actually, let me double check. Quizmilligus, Colleen, you guys should be able to see all right, although your vision should be blocked in a number of directions, because I have some dynamic lighting going on.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
This is accurate.
Yeah. Kane, if I remember correctly, you should barely be able to see.
Yeah, it gets dark, but then the light from the torch just kicks in.
Oh, right. Yeah.
But it's super dark.
So I can't see here or
Same.
anything down either of the hallways too far.
Okay, cool. It looks like I got it set up right then. Suffice to say, Kane, if you wanted to put up some sort of personal light source, then that would help you see more around you. But otherwise, yeah, there are like some sort of wall sconces at various points. Yeah. All right. Cool. So when you land, near where the elevator touches down on the floor. Well, actually, first of all, let me say, Quizmilligus, can you see as far as I drew
Yes.
that arrow? Okay.
I can
So,
see down to here.
okay, cool. So I will just, and you would tell the party about this. So I'm going to take something that's on the GM layer and put it on the player, like on the object layer instead.
Cool.
So let me see. Actually, I'll do it here. So you should see like a pale blue line that I just put up.
Yes.
That area is warded. The nature of the magic is... Let me get this straight. I think I know what it is. Oh, no. It is evocation. And it appears to be a multi-layered ward.
Okay.
Oh, hey, KC.
Mm-hmm.
Your second sight is level 3, right?
What?
My second sight is level 3, right?
Oh, yes.
Cool. I'm gonna use it for detect evil and good.
Interesting. Okay. What is the range on that?
As far as I could see.
Oh, did I redefine it to be...
Yep.
Okay, as far as your natural vision. Okay, so detect evil and good lets you know if there's an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead. All right.
For 8 hours.
Okay. All right. So let me see here.
Then I'm gonna light up a torch.
So you... Okay. Yeah, sure. I'll go ahead and
Because I can't see much naturally.
give you... All right, so you've got a torch going. There you go. You should be able to see more now. And actually, you're emitting light, so there you go. That look better?
I like that. It looks good.
All right. And you do not detect any such things now, although, maybe just as you go into new areas, sort of remind me about this, and I'll let you know.
Okay, I'll just heal you. I can see undead.
All right. Okay, so on the...
Where was the glyph? Oh, sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was asking where the glyph was that the quiz saw. I want to double check.
Glyph? Oh, this? Well, you can't see that. Although Quiz would have informed you
But
that...
he said it was telling us.
Yeah, so basically, starting with these two squares, this area is warded.
Cool. I'm in here.
So you are. Real quick, near where you guys landed, there are a few items on the floor. There is what looks like a leather pouch, as well as what looks like a leather journal.
Take all of it.
Okay. Are you doing anything with it, or are you just...
I'm gonna look in the pouch and I'll give the book to Colleen because Colleen likes to read things.
Okay.
I will read the things.
All right, cool. So Kane, we'll start with you. The pouch has a note in it. The note is in... Let me see here. Yeah, the note is written in common. It's rather short. And it reads as follows. Emperor Nandor ruled over the height of the Javit Empire. He came here seeking even greater power, but his first expedition came to ruin. Circumstances did not permit a second. You may find it difficult to pass through this place on your own, but perhaps the ghosts of the past might lend you a hand. I am bound not to aid you directly, but I can help you on your way. The white drink will show you this place as it was, the black as it is. Take only the smallest sip, for that is all that is required. So that is the note that's in there. So for this dungeon, and basically the items that you guys are getting, I'm gonna treat it as having infinite uses while you're in this dungeon, and just like it will not be useful outside of this dungeon. So it's just like a mechanic for this dungeon, basically. But you have a bottle with a white fluid in it that shows you the place as it was, and a bottle with black fluid that shows you the place as it is.
I hand the paper to Colleen and say, "This is confusing." I just give her the rest of the stuff. I'm like, "Here you go, Colleen."
So,
Hey, okay.
Colleen, meanwhile, you've been reading. This this journal, you realize, is actually more of a logbook, and it is not particularly long. Might seem long when I actually read it, but it's much shorter than what you'd expect for like a journal. I'm going to go ahead and post in our general chat the text that you find in the journal. It is written in Draconic. Remind me, I think can you read Draconic?
No.
Okay.
I have to give this.
Okay, yeah, so you can't read it. Okay, so you hand it off to Quiz. Quiz, I presume you read it. And you read the following. I'll just go ahead and read this off real quick. So, this is the record of Menekun Intellecrion, who is called Swiftfoot, and of my companions, East Uthcrthagir, Menon Prexiridae, and Turina Fenkelinonder. Dragonborn names, people. Together, we formed the first and only expedition to Site A13, a mysterious chamber beneath the Great North Hill of Tellius-Kar. This expedition was chartered in 411 AU by Emperor Nandor. Oh, and actually, I should remove that explanatory note. That was just meant for me. But if you read it, no bother. The expedition was short, and I was fated to be its only survivor. We entered into a small hallway that branched immediately in 4 directions. The upper and lower halls we found to be warded, the upper obviously so, the lower more cunningly. Before the wards on the upper hall lay a simple chamber holding what I judged to be an altar to Zephi. Meanwhile, the rooms to either side held one curiously well-furnished room, apparently a sort of welcoming room, and a small spare room holding 2 stone coffins. In the welcoming room, Aeus found a ring bearing a large ruby. Investigating it with a spell, he declared it non-magical and pocketed it, somewhat to the concern of the rest of us. We split up. I went to the upper chamber to investigate the altar. Aeus remained behind in the welcoming room, and Menon and Turina went to investigate the tombs. The next I heard was screams. Running to the hall, I found Aeus, Menon, and Turina in the small room, all 3 wizened as in age and decay, not moving. Aeus had barely entered the room. I investigated his corpse cautiously and found the ruby not on his person. At this, I called for my retrieval and purposed to secure a more experienced expeditionary force. I never returned, however, as only 2 days later came the ruin of Tellius-Kar, as is recorded elsewhere.
How did this book get here?
Should we look in the welcoming room then?
Kane's pretty good at finding rubies.
Yes, I am.
Hold on. Let me reread, and I reread the part about the guy taking the ruby and then it being missing after he decayed. Maybe we shouldn't touch the ruby.
Maybe someone else came and took the ruby from him.
Okay. We proceed inward. Well, I do. I can't speak for everyone.
We're good with cursed things.
Oh, and by the way, I just have Fallon here. I'm assuming that Gamork is like with him, and I'll just to make it simple, I left it at 4 tokens, but I'll throw Gomork onto the map in a reasonable location if that becomes relevant.
All right, so now I'm in the room. Your boy's doing the detect magic fun stuff.
Okay. The items in this room are curiously non-magical. You do see on the table, well, at least what's obvious is just a single item, which appears to be some sort of ledger. You get up close and look at it, and it actually says guest book. There are no names written on it, although the design motif of the book is a bit curious. The outside is all black leather, and the inside is all written in a blood red. Pretty nice calligraphy, though.
Fallon. Fallon?
Yes.
What are we doing here exactly again? Just refresh my memory. Also, did just super miss the episode where we decided to come here, so I've been flying blind.
There's no one dead in here, right? Or celestials or anything?
No.
I kind of made a promise I'd come here and steal 13 or so.
A promise to
around
who?
these parts. Oh, close friend. Named Imra.
Is there a
Is
quill
that the
by the
orc
ledger?
guy?
Sorry, what'd you say, Quiz?
Is there a quill by the ledger?
Indeed there is. And a nice little inkwell.
Do you think we should sign the guest book?
Let's take a step back. I'm gonna use Mage Hand to pick up the pen,
Okay.
and I'm gonna write what's a good fake name?
Belarubis Don Fufu.
Yes, precisely that.
Ella Rubis Don Fufu, is that what you said?
I said Belarubis.
Oh, Bella Rubis. Okay, much better.
Don Fufu.
Yeah, you write that
You
in
should
there.
know Mike Oxmall.
The pitch black of the ink contrasts nicely with the blood red. Nice, crisp, solid lines. You watch as the signature glistens. Seems normal-ish. Nothing happens.
You should sign your name as that, did you?
Well, that guy's fucked. if he ever exists.
Yeah, it's actually a death note.
Why'd you sign a fake name?
Anyone have any idea what's going on here?
No.
Really?
Fallon brought us here. Why'd you sign the book?
What?
Why'd you sign the book?
I wanted to see what would happen. Sometimes you write things on pages and they disappear, or people die of heart disease.
What?
Casey got it. That's all that matters.
I mean, I got it, but Kane doesn't get it. Kane just kind of like looks at you.
Casey, would there be, and this is out of character, would there
Yeah.
be any reason I should ask Imra about what we ought to be doing here?
I mean, you could certainly try. I mean, you have a general aim in mind, but he was pretty light on the specifics.
Okay. I guess I'll just say,
Think Imra thoughts?
ask him if he wants to be my compass.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do a
Imra,
check for
take
this.
you.
It's gonna be just a straight up charisma check. you think your most Imra of thoughts, and nothing happens.
Cool.
All right, Casey. I'm gonna use second sight to add detect magic to my eyes and overlap effects.
Okay. You've got a similar effect going as Quiz now. I will warn you if
But
you
as
stroll.
far as I can see.
Right. I will warn you if I believe that you're within sight of magical stuff. So
All right.
you can also see that ward on the south. That
Kane's
I
on the
voted.
move.
Yeah, and actually, yeah, those sigils that you're looking straight at. Yeah, those are
Oh, these are
magical as well.
sigils?
Yeah, that's evocation magic on those as well, or they're
Oh,
they're magical runes of some kind.
that's a lot of
As
fucking sigils.
as Kane scurries around, I take out the Book of Shadows, not attempting to hide it, and I write in the book, "Can you see me?"
Okay. Hold there, Kane. I'm going to come back to you in
Actually,
a
before I
moment.
do,
Based on where you
okay,
stepped,
I
I
was
need to
just
come
gonna do
back to
it.
you, but let me do Quiz right now. So Quiz, you write that. It fades, and then, all right, you wrote. What did you write again?
Can you see me?
Let me think. What would actually happen in this case? It fades, and then a moment later, text does come back, and it says, "Afraid not."
Do you know an Emra? I'm pushing it here, Casey.
Yeah, I'm making a check to see if they know an
Oh, cool.
Imra. Let me
It's
think.
not like Fallon's. Fallon. I don't know if this is right. Actually, that's off the top of my head, but I'm not trying not to like completely be secretive. It's more of a.
He's pulling a classic Kane here.
Yeah. All right.
You ask simple questions. Like,
That's true.
So, you get the response back. No, but the name is evocative of a devil, perhaps.
Making deals with demons, Fallon.
I don't know any demons.
Or devils, rather.
Wait,
Oh yeah, devils.
That's a good point to cut to Kane.
All right.
so
Yeah,
Casey,
so
I
Kane,
warned the traps
just
before I
a
actually walked in there.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah, you didn't notice anything. That was
Okay.
great. But when you step to here, you can see this thing right there, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I see a thing.
So that is yet another ward that does. This one is abjuration magic. And it's sort of.
Can I just yell down the hallway? Hey guys, I found an abjuration ward and a bunch of evocation wards. I don't know what these words mean, but they're in my head.
Yeah, so Quiz and Fallon, you two are sort of staring at each other after Fallon's last line, and like Kane just yelling breaks the silence.
Well, don't do what you did last time. Don't walk into them.
We're saying that too. All right.
I only did it because the spider said anything else, so that was fun.
Should we go check on him? Question.
Is this just a giant fire pit in the middle of the room?
I mean, looks like an altar of some kind. It is glowing and burning.
Can I investigate? Are there any symbols on this altar?
Sure, you can give me religion.
Cool. Why am I doing this? Someone help Kane. Help
Quiz
me.
is kind of pointing towards the door. Should we
I
help
have
him?
-1 to these checks. Like,
Yeah, you notice the symbol of Zephi on it, and you remember that it looks exactly like the altar to Zephi that you passed in the underground tower. Almost as if I reused exactly the same icon.
oh man.
God used the same icon again. Damn it.
Makes me happier than it should to be called God.
I know.
Is
And
that
I'll-
really a reference?
I will explain to you why I know before. Jesus, how far did you go?
Oh, I should probably go. Follow the sound of my voice.
While they're walking away, I'm gonna sign
Up this
the
way.
ledger.
Come on.
Okay.
Come on in
Be
here.
like, lovely place. We will enjoy ourselves. And then I'll draw a little picture of Colleen, says signing the name. I'll follow.
This is where the evocation sigils are up here, and I point forward.
If I could
And over
draw,
here,
Colleen, if I could
is
draw,
an
that would
abjuration
be the
sigil.
thumbnail for this session. That right there. That's beautiful.
I'm, like,
Nothing in
showing-
particular happens, but your signature and the little drawing look. Actually, how nice do they look? Give me, I guess, performance.
Remember, I used to draw all of our adventures into the movie.
Oh yeah.
Let's see.
I'm just showing Digit around, like I'm showing off
It's
my
alright.
house the first time.
Not your
I'm not
best effort,
following
but it's
you.
adorable.
Just a
Aw,
quick scribble
why aren't you
as we
following me?
no?
And there's a altar to Zephia in here. It looks kind of like the one we saw before. These are a lot of big words that I've said in the last few minutes, and it hurts my head.
Did you not want to check out the room with the dead bodies over here?
Are those dead bodies?
Well, according to the book, there should be something over here.
Oh, I just saw the sigils from far away. Let's go. I got magic and undead going, Casey. Magic and evil.
Yeah.
That's my eyes see.
There is, so Quiz and Kane, you do both detect necromancy on these two what appear to be stone coffins.
Hey, Colleen, it's your favorite necromancy.
Really, I would never expect that in this kind of place.
I kidding. Don't know where I learned these words, but
We've only said them a couple of times today.
you think I listen to the things you guys say?
Good point. Good point.
All right, cool. This is boring.
I'll
Let's go.
give it a tap with the staff.
Oh, she's poking it. I'm
You
gonna stick around.
you tap it. There's sort of
Yes.
the sort of hollow click of wood against stone.
Explodes.
Nothing particularly happens. The lid seems fairly tightly shut.
Oh, are there any why am I investigating things? It's not my job. Are there symbols on it?
You wander over and look. There's some kind of engraving on the top of it. You can give...
Is it common?
No, it's not words. If you
Oh.
want to try to look for hidden meaning, you can give either Arcana or Religion.
What's this break in the wall here, Casey?
Oh, that's a door. There is a and actually let me pull up my cheat sheet for this place real quick.
Kane now has a migraine.
So you do. All right, and I need this one. So there is a stone door that you're staring straight at, Quiz, and there's also an iron door that Colleen is right next to. Kane, you look at the squiggles and you get a headache. Colleen, you look at them and they appear to be decorative.
Is this a door too?
That is a door.
Hey guys, I found a door.
Seems to be More doors than anticipated over here.
Well,
Door.
Kane, you're good
See,
at
what is-
opening
what is-
doors.
I don't. Are the doors magical?
No, they're not magical.
Are the doors trapped?
Investigation.
Oh no, why? I am proficient in this. I open the
mean,
door.
You don't notice any traps. You open the door.
Looks good. Open the door. Yeah.
All right. So the door does in fact have sort of a latch on it. You reach for it, and it doesn't move when you push down on it. Looking down, you see a keyway, and realize it's probably locked.
I'm gonna lockpick the door.
All right.
There we go.
Thieves' tools. Okay, yeah. You reach in. This is far from the hardest lock that you've ever picked. There are 6 rather crude pins inside. A few of them have special mechanisms to make it a little bit harder to pick, but it's nothing for you. You hear it click. You reach down on the latch. You feel the latch move, and you go to open the door, and the door doesn't budge.
Guys, the door is open.
You've definitely got it open, but it seems like something is bracing it from the other side.
Guys, it's stuck. Next door.
Try pushing
Is it
harder.
locked?
This
You
one
push.
is a metal door actually, and just has a simple handle on it. You reach down, and the handle turns. You go to open the door, and again, it seems to be braced from the other side. You can't open it.
This one's stuck to next door.
Next door?
Quiz, you're in the way.
Oh, I'm next to a door.
There's not a door.
I thought you were next to a door.
Nope.
Oh, never mind. Alright. Well, the door's stuck. Want to see my sigils? Anyone? Oh, this
Fallon,
music is way too intense for the moment, Casey.
Fair. I just was too lazy to change it.
Fallon, could you
Yes.
summon a beast to move the doors?
Baby stuck, yo.
Like a-
If I have spell slots left, I assume that I do.
Oh, by the way, I should
You got a
probably
long rest.
that note that you
Oh, we got a
found.
long rest.
The note that you found inside that pouch. I'm gonna throw that in the in Discord as well, just because I know it's kind of disappeared off the top of the chat at this point.
I will cast telekinesis and attempt to open the door. Move objects up to 1,000 pounds.
Okay, interesting.
Oh, I'm gonna take the white potion. Or take a sip.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna ask you guys to confer here real quick. Do you? Kane is suggesting taking the white potion. Colleen is talking about using telekinesis on the door. Which of these do you guys want to do first?
Kane's idea is probably better to do first.
Okay.
What?
Fallon
Which
says,
is
I'll take.
weird.
Well, does everyone know about the potions?
Yeah.
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 Okay, well then I'll suggest I take the dark.
Yeah, Fallon is the one that does drugs. That makes sense.
Okay. So you drink the white potion, and you feel sort of a tingling and tugging sensation as you drink it. Nothing bad, just maybe a little weird. For sake of not making this too hard for me to administer, Fallon, you get the sense that maybe your entire party needs to take a little sip.
So, what did I take a sip of the dark one, or which?
Wait, which one did you? I was assuming it was the light one, but it is.
The black one shows
I
as
thought
it is.
Kyrian was gonna. I thought Kyrian was gonna do the light one, and I was gonna do the
Oh,
dark
okay. In that case,
I mean, the dark one
Fallon,
just
Fallon, you drink the dark one and nothing happens. Kane, you drink the white one and you experience what I just described.
it's tingly, guys.
So it's an Alice in Wonderland thing. The black one.
I'll take a swig of the white one.
All right. So assuming every
Fallon says, "Fallon, this one sucks. Give me that one."
So gonna go ahead and assume that that is what everybody is doing. So give me just a moment. I need to do a little bit of setup.
I feel like you're doing fancy over stuff. Seeing it.
Casey's got to change some things.
All right, cool. Got it.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, the door's gone? Oh, there it goes. 2 seconds to load in.
Yeah, doors are still there. Kane, as you step into that hallway, you can see that that lower ward that I mentioned before, that is still there in this new setting. Let me go ahead and bring that to the front.
What kind of magic was it again?
That was evocation. Also, these other wards are still there, and they are still evocation. And that same
It all looks
sigil
the
that you saw
same,
before is
Casey.
also there.
I come back to the group and I say, this push is dumb. Nothing changed.
Sure, something changed.
Anything changed, Casey? Like,
I promise you something changed other than the
super
floor tile.
obvious.
I'll come back to this room.
Well, we all took that potion by now, right?
There's
Yeah.
a thing on the table. It's
Was there
got
not
a
before?
ruby on it. There's not
A
there was
ruby.
something else there before.
Kane grabs ruby.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, Kane, you
Can I slap it out of his hand as he's grabbing it?
Kane
I mean,
sleight
I
of
was in a different room. I wasn't even in the room when they said that, so I had gone back.
well,
I
okay.
just said that for the lulz.
Kane's sleight of hand, Fallon, I guess also sleight of hand. We'll just make it a contest.
Well, you'll have to.
Oh, so I will.
What was the what?
Sleight of hand.
Okay, cool. I think you could actually let me try it. I'm gonna yawn.
Oh,
man.
all right.
It's
Kane.
25.
So it is. So actually, you barely beat him due to reliable talent. Okay, so Fallon, you make a pretty decent attempt to swat Kane's hand out of the way, but Kane, you just barely manage to palm the ruby ring.
Hey, good effort, friendo. But not today.
Oh, also, quiz, you were holding a journal before. You're not holding a journal anymore.
So what do I do with this ruby, guys?
My
Does
hands
the-
have holes.
Does the ledger say anything different?
I know. I'm just picturing Tidja looking at his hands like holes.
The ledger
Uh,
looks as
Still-
before, except that your signatures are not there.
Well, the notebook's gone.
And
You
we
lost the
acquired a ruby ring.
Yeah, you should put that down.
Wait, it's a ring?
Yep, it is a ring bearing a
Oh.
large ruby.
Is it magic?
No, you do not notice magic coming off of it.
Did we already talk about the chairs?
Oh yeah, the chair's back. I didn't think it was important.
Those are busted. Yeah, usually.
Was
I
this
did
me?
notice the chairs, for the record.
Yeah, the mirror was there.
Yeah,
Okay.
the mirror was there. What do I do
I'm
with this
gonna
ring,
look
guys?
in the mirror.
You
The mirrors
see
were already there.
your reflection. You do not notice magic about the mirror.
I would like to use the staff to cast True Seeing.
Okay. Interesting.
Hell yeah, let's get it.
Yeah, so you cast True Seeing. You know what? Let me really quickly refresh myself on exactly what True Sight means. Please, nobody move while I'm doing this, as movement could become consequential.
Notices secret doors hidden by magic, can see into ethereal plane, out to a range of 20 feet.
I see.
Oh, you know
Okay.
what? Actually, guys, I'm gonna
And
put the
see
ruby back
things
on
as
the
they
table.
actually are.
I
Okay.
decided to read the journal. I'm gonna put the ruby back on the table. I
Okay.
don't want it.
All right. So Colleen, as Kane puts the ruby back onto the table. So first of all, with your True Sight, you actually don't, for the most part, you don't really notice anything abnormal about this room. There are no hidden doors or anything like that. You do, however, note that the ring, while non-magical itself, what? You see the weave of magic pulling through the room itself. And you notice one of those threads sort of latching itself onto the ring. And you realize that the ring, though a non-magical object, is bound by a spell to something else, presumably in this dungeon.
So, this ring is absolutely tied to something here. And while I'm not sure what, I don't think it ended very well for people who were here before.
Fallon should take it.
Or we could leave it.
I just got audio back. What should I take?
The ruby ring.
Actually, yes. Don't ask. Don't do it. Actually, I don't know. What-
It's
so
not
you say
magical,
it's
but it's...
connected. You're a robot.
I don't.
We should set it in the middle of this crossway and see what happens.
All right, go for it. Kane puts it down.
You're gonna
Wait,
move.
I
I
should
meant-
summon something we could make aware it, like an 8, and have it walk around.
Oh, I used Mage Hand again.
Okay.
Oh right, you can do that.
Yep.
When I pick it up with Mage Hand
Mm-hmm.
and it dangles right about here,
Yeah.
I'm gonna look into each mirror and see if I see anything.
Okay. You do so, and see a reflection of a ring.
Damn it. Okay. I'm gonna take
So
the ring
as
and
he
drop
looks
it
in the
right
mirror-
here.
Okay. You take
As
the
he looks in
ring
the mirror,
and you drop it there. Nothing obviously changed.
so as he's looking in the mirror, I'm gonna like poke my hand to the mirror and then just like put up my middle finger.
You see infinite middle fingers because there are two mirrors opposing each other.
Oh,
Is it-
dude, Kane is just like staring at this infinite mirror stuff. Like, it's just fascinating.
Look, there's an infinite number of assholes in the mirror when we lifted the ring.
Oh, you're right.
Alright.
Just little assholes.
Colleen, does anything happen with the magic when I put the ring here?
Take a look at it.
It's still connected to something. you maybe even get the sense it feels a bit stronger, like you might have moved it closer to whatever it's linked to. But that's it.
The strength of the connection seems to be growing. Perhaps it will help us find what we're looking for, or it can find us.
I set the ring here.
Okay.
Should I summon a bunch of spiders and have one of them carry it around until it dies, and then have another one go pick it up?
Colleen, I'm gonna say.
I can't see.
Colleen, I'm gonna say getting colder. And to the rest of you, maybe to just throw you a little bit of a bone, I'm gonna say this is definitely a non-standard D&D puzzle, and I will just say the entries that I gave you at the beginning are meant to help you.
All right. To all the people watching this, you're about to watch us read.
Just pick up the. Okay. So those sigils didn't change at all, you said, Casey?
Correct. They appeared as before.
And each one's magical?
Yep.
With evocation.
Mm-hmm. Oh, also, Colleen, since you're within vision range of that ward down there, I will tell you that that is a wall of force ward, and you can tell that it would trigger if somebody tried to open one of those doors and basically trap them in that area. And
Open
actually,
one of which doors?
There's a wooden door right here, and I don't think you can see the other one. Also,
Colleen.
these sigils up here are basically just like blast wards.
That would make
Colleen,
sense.
come here. There's more wards that we can look at in here.
So to go south would be to get trapped, pretty much.
Basically.
Colleen, come here.
Alright, Kane, hold on.
Mage hand bringing the ring with me.
Okay.
Look at that sigil.
Um,
It looks different, Casey. You sure?
I'm gonna leave it in the middle of the crossroads, where I can see it.
Okay. And Colleen, now that you're in this room, you do see that this altar is just positively blazing with sort of a holy energy, very much altar to Zephi. You don't sense any kind of spell about it, though. And then this word right here is very much blazing with infernal energy, although its purpose seems to be only to block the way.
Wait, you could say it seals the way.
Yes.
Well, is
I can't see
Fallon?
your face, Casey.
Fallon, are you supposed to like pee on the seals or something?
I see everyone.
I mean, if that didn't break them,
Okay.
they just have to be broken.
Just because I might have said something that accidentally gave you the wrong idea, that is not one of the 13 seals. I'll just tell you that.
Okay.
I figured it was it, but
So hold on. All right, I'm gonna mage hand the ring.
Hodor?
Okay.
Right.
You're moving it.
Cast it into the
Oh,
fire.
whoops. Sorry, just a sec. Oh, wait, did I? No, I messed that up. Just a sec. There we go. You're putting it there?
And then I'm gonna come in the room.
Okay.
Where's Fallon? Where is the big, tall, bald man? There he is. Oh, he appears. So sneaky.
Is he super tall?
I don't
Well,
know.
taller than us.
I mean, I'm 3
everyone's
foot.
taller than Didger.
I'm 3 foot tall. So a devil asked you to come to this creepy ass chamber and break seals.
Well, to be fair, he
Yeah.
didn't describe the chamber, and I didn't know it was going to be in a chamber.
All right, I will
Sounds
rephrase.
pretty hypocritical to me.
A devil asked you to break seals for him. Do you know what these seals do?
Not a clue.
What happens if we don't break the seals?
Fallon dies.
Didn't
Oh,
you know
not
that
quite.
already? Well,
Let me hold on. Kane says, hold on. Let me just take a random guess. You lose your soul? Just a wild guess.
I don't ever really like to admit that you're right about anything, but
All right,
he's
hold
kinda
on.
right.
Hold on. Before you say he's right, I'll say it. You lose your soul.
You're right.
Okay. So we should do this, is what you.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
Okay. Mage Hand
Oh,
brings
so-
the ring right here.
So it's totally
So
cool if we break
you're
seals for some unknown force for foul.
setting. Oh, darn it! I keep messing that up.
But I
There
want
we
to
go.
have a discussion about breaking seals.
All right.
He's a pretty good devil.
You know, crazy.
So you're putting it like
We
next to
wouldn't.
the fire quiz?
Yeah, just this square, right in the dead center of this square.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Like without removing the grid,
Okay.
I can't actually move it anywhere else. So
That's fine.
it's
Kane's
in the
moving.
square that it's in.
So Fallon says we wouldn't know where all the Al-Qadir items were if it wasn't good old Imra.
Well, see,
Hey,
here's
we
the
could have
thing.
had unlimited power from the other ones, but you know, we didn't want to discuss it.
What do I know about devil?
What do you know about devils?
Yes,
Arcana.
They're called devils.
thank you, Kane.
What does Kane know about
Arcana?
devils?
Arcana,
I'm gonna roll it. I want to see what Kane knows about devils.
not shit. Okay.
All right. So Quizmilligus, you know that devils, so the basic distinction is familiar to most. Devils, as compared to demons, are the lawful end of the of fiends, basically. So they are based, if you will, in the 9 hells of Bator, and they have a rigid hierarchy that they adhere to. So there are greater devils and lesser devils. The lesser devils do what the greater ones say. And that's about what you know. Like, otherwise, they're basically fiendish. Kane, you also know something about, like, you actually know quite a bit about the more common types of devils. So if you wanted to like actually know what the hierarchy is,
Oh yeah, totally. I'm gonna just rattle it off to Didja.
yeah, so at the top there are the archdevils, the archdukes and duchesses, the dukes and
Yep.
duchesses.
The
Below that,
archdevils.
the greater devils, the pit fiends, ice devils, Arrhenius, horn devils. Below that, the lesser
Horn
ones.
devils, of course.
Bone devils, chain, barbed, bearded, spined, and
Bone
imps.
chain.
At the
These
very
are
bottom,
lesser
lemures, who are basically just trapped souls that get
devils.
used for
Lemurs.
the infernal army. And yeah, basically they're just ruled by ambition, constantly seeking promotion and demotion in the hierarchy. You'd know that greater devils have the ability to summon lesser devils, and that there is also some ability for devils to change their form as they're promoted or demoted through the hierarchy.
Yeah, they can change how they look. Change like their essence, basically. Like I think right, Colleen?
Yeah, Colleen will cross her arms and nod.
And Fallon
So that's what you
says,
signed up for, Fallon. So if you don't do
"Oh,
this, you probably end up being a big old blob of shit.
well, Fallon says, oh yeah, and Imra is one of them pit fiends.
At least you got a pretty high up one. Who'll make you his bitch. You don't want to drop the soap in hell, Fallon.
I don't know what that means.
What are these other markings on the floor?
So most of the floor is sort of a polished stone. Those areas are where the stone is sort of rotted away and the the sort of earth beneath has started to show through.
Can I investigate this seal?
Yeah, sure. Arcana. Although, wait, you have True Sight. So
Yes.
that is.
Can I help?
So that is a ward on the hallway. It is quite strong, of infernal origin. Not easily subject to being dispelled. Actually, you can tell it is actually tied. Not It's tied to some other creature in such a way that you have to defeat that creature before you can pass it. And so, similarly, if you were seeking to dispel it, you would actually have to somehow direct your effort at whatever it is tied to, rather than at the ward itself.
I will let the others know that to get past the seal, we'll have to defeat whatever powers it.
Presumably a
Okay,
devil.
so I see 2 options, guys. 3 options. We get past all those exploding wards, or we go through the ward that traps us,
I drop the ring in the fire.
Okay.
or we get those doors open.
Colleen just wanders over. Quizmiligus, you were using Mage Hand. Do you want to attempt to resist this at all?
No.
He said he plopped it down on that square.
Yeah,
so
I've
like,
been like Mage Hand's a cantrip, so I've just been kind of using it when I need it. So it was just resting on the floor.
All right, cool. So you've all been strategizing and shit. Colleen just wanders over, takes the ring, plops it into the altar, and you watch as it melts down.
curious. I can't say I expected it to dissolve entirely.
Well, it isn't magical.
Did you just melt the ring?
Perhaps.
We need that?
Do you have that black potion?
You have it.
Someone has
No,
it.
basically, I gave
gave
bottles
it to
for
you.
all of you, so you all
Okay.
have your own little potion.
Oh,
So I'll take
I'm
the black
drinking
one
black
and switch
bottle.
back real quick.
Okay.
same.
So we all taking the black potion now?
Sure, just a tiny sip.
All right. Yep.
Actually, okay, hold on. I don't want to take it then. I want to see what happens. Like, because we all took the white potion. So I
True.
want to see what happens if you don't all take the same potion.
Okay. So the 3 of you who have taken the black potion, I guess, and Gamork, you're all feeling this sort of tugging sensation, wanting to take you away from where you are, and you just feel sort of this tension building, and you all turn and look at Kane.
What do you guys see?
I think you have to take it too.
Oh. I take it.
All right. Let me do a little bit of setup now. Okay.
You will slurp. So,
Blue skidoo.
As we all kind of take it,
You can too.
I'm gonna ready Eldritch Blast.
All right.
I'm feeling anxious.
All right. So corner. Blue skidoo. We can do. All right. Okay. You all appear back here. Quizmiligus, you are once again holding a journal.
Holy shit, we're teleporting. Or shifting in time.
temperance.
I'm going to go ahead and lead you a little bit. Would you like to read the journal?
Through it again. Don't you lead me, you bastard.
Maybe there's something else in there.
Are there any steps,
Journal
by the
time.
way?
All right. So now that that last paragraph, I'm actually just going to edit my previous comment in Discord, because the last paragraph has, or actually, wait a minute, no. Actually, a couple things have changed. So, yeah, I'll just go ahead and copy the whole thing again. So, just a moment, everybody. Doop. Doop. All right. So, you look at the journal, and the text has now changed. First of all, you notice from the second paragraph, all mention of the ruby is now gone. And after that, you read the following. Menon and Tirina found nothing notable about the coffins and proceeded to the doors. The upper they found locked, but it was opened easily enough. The paths beyond were blocked by rubble. We called for excavation equipment and cleared this. The upper path we found warded, but the lower led to a series of rooms, including one behind a locked door leading to a lower level. A second set of stairs leading down we found also to be warded. A description of these rooms is recorded below. In the end, we could make nothing of them. We returned to the surface and sent for an abjurid to dispel the wards we had found, but this was never accomplished. Only 2 days later came the ruin of Teliaskar, as is recorded elsewhere. And that's actually about where I want to wrap it up for tonight. So, any final words before we close, though?
To the doors.
Why'd the year change?
Oh, because I changed it at one point while I was prepping and forgot to update it both places.
So which is the
year should be the same. The year should be the same. There, I
so not
changed it.
9/11.
4/11.
But 9/11's like.
All right.
To the doors.
So as Cosmiligus shouts to the doors, we are going to go ahead and wrap this up. So that is where we end for tonight. And let me go.
Wait, hold on.
Okay, I'll wait.
He says he's the only survivor again, but isn't just see what happened to everyone else?
Oh, that was also just a mistake on my part.
Okay.
Yeah, let me.
See, I'm reading comprehension, Casey. Got like a 6 something on that.
Yeah.
630 or something. I was good at it.
What in the
Good
world
at
is that?
comprehension.
There we go. I have changed
It's
it.
a little skull thing that's wearing a fox outfit.
What?
Wait, what?
Where?
My camera.
Oh, that's
Jesus
adorable.
Christ.
It's a little statue. Except it's
Okay.
busted.
Also.
All right, well, on
So
that
you guys
note, I'm
remember
going to go ahead and
Hacker?
stop the recording, so...